Let's get that to 69 likes. We'll do a little Dragon Shield giveaway as we get going here. Let's go. Hello. Hello. Oh, hello there. How we doing? Y'all ready to look at some Lord of the Rings? I'm thinking it's time to look at some Lord of the Rings. It's been like a month since we had a set. Might as well get it going, right? Chat, somebody let me know when we get to 69 likes. Oh, we're there already. We're at 79 likes. If we get to 169 likes, we'll do another Dragon Shield giveaway, but let's do one right now. Big thanks to Dragon Shield, sponsor for the channel. Super simple. Hashtag LOTR. Type in hashtag LOTR, hit that like button, and you will be entered to win some Dragon Shield sleeves. I got 3 choices. Blue mat. Green mat. And the Joker. Those are your choices for sleeves. Click that like button, type in hashtag LOTR, and you could be going home with some Dragon Shield sleeves. I'll get these out later this week. Keto, I know I saw you. Or Retro, I know I saw you. Your box will be going out later this week as well with that. And we'll get it going. Who doesn't want to be a little Joker brain? Oh. Do you want to know how I got these scars? That's my Joker impression. What'd you think? Oh. My dad was a drunk and a fiend. Let's put a smile on that face. Pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Honestly, not that bad. Click that like button. Hashtag LOTR. I'm going to run this early bird special. We're at 128 likes. If we get to 169, I'll do another one. And that person will get their choice of the second. All right, let's run this first one. Good luck to everybody who entered. David LeBlanc. David LeBlanc, which ones do you want? Blue, green, or Joker brain? Hashtag LOTR is now closed, but I think we're going to get to 169 before this stream starts. 142, we're getting there. David LeBlanc's going Joker. All right, so we got the blues and the greens still up for grabs. David, if you would do me a favor, DM me on Discord. Say, hey, I'm David LeBlanc. I won the Joker sleeves. And this is my continental shipping address. Somebody let me know when we get to 169 likes. How's everybody doing today? Are y'all hyped to see a new set? You know it's constant. You know it's never going away. New set, new set, new set, new set. I'm thinking this one's going to be pretty sweet, though. You skipped second breakfast to be here. Oh, wow. You're going to need some food. By 11sies, you're definitely going to need some food. Matt, if we get the fetches, hype just completely goes. 8 more people clicking like, and we'll run one more Nightbot giveaway, Dragon Shield giveaway before we get started. Send somebody home with either some green or blue matte Dragon Shields, courtesy of Dragon Shield, sponsor for the channel. Full art fetches would be absolutely insane. Pricing's going to be out the absolute ceiling. That's 169 likes. Hashtag second breakfast. Hashtag second breakfast is going to enter you to win either some blue or green matte Dragon Shields. All you have to do is type in hashtag second breakfast and click that like button, and that automatically enters you into the Nightbot giveaway, which we will roll right as this is about to get going. We got about 4 minutes till weekly MTG starts. Will we see fetches? Will we see shocks? Will we see some busted Gandalf card that's better than the one we saw yesterday? Will we see an instant speed spell called You Shall Not Pass? Because if we don't, waste of a set. If I don't get an instant that says that is called You Shall Not Pass, we're deleting the channel. That's what's happening. This creature gets +1/+1 for each Proudfoot on the battlefield. I'd love to see that card. Hashtag second breakfast. Gonna enter you to win some Dragon Shields. Make sure you've typed in hashtag second breakfast and then click that like button. And I'll be getting this giveaway running right before we look at some new MTG cards. Just so you know, I want to go ahead and put the disclaimers on this stream. I talk over this. I will be pausing and talking over at my discretion. If you don't want to do that, if you're not into that, go watch the official one. Joel won't be talking over the official one, but I will be talking over the official one on our stream. Second, this is a first look. We're not going to get an absolute ton of stuff today. We're going to get some stuff, not a ton of stuff, because it's a first look. They have first looks and full reveals. So, I don't know how much we're going to get today, but we're going to get some. Stream Monarch is still up. Oh, Clay Gilman with the gifted 5 Jake and Joel are Magic memberships. If you get a gifted membership from Clay Gilman, make sure you say thank you, Clay. Hashtag second breakfast is going to enter you the end of this. We don't have much more room. Clay, thank you for the gifteds, bro. I was just about to say Stream Monarch is up for grabs, but you know what? Clay, tell me how much. Aren't those each $5? Or how much are they? $3? I don't freaking know. $3 each, I think. Beautiful. Clay G, you claim the Stream Monarch for 15. All hail the Stream Monarch, Clay Gilman. Make sure you say thank you to Clay if you got a gifted. All right, chat, here it is.
Welcome to Weekly MTG. I am your overexcited host, Blake Rasmussen. Today is one of my favorite shows we've ever done, because today we are taking a first look at the Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth, and I honestly, I'm having trouble containing
Looking good.
my excitement to actually get information out to all of you. This set, y'all, this set is an amazing love letter to Tolkien fans.
Anthony Duncan, congratulations, you won the giveaway. DM me on Discord if you would. Let me know if you want the greens or the blues. We'll get those out to you. DM me on Discord. Say my name's Anthony Duncan. I won Dragon Shields on the Lord of the Rings stream. This is my shipping address.
To actually
we'll
show a bit about the set to
Let's watch this.
Your local game store so that they know what they're ordering. As a bonus, you all get to see stuff too. So we're a little bit ahead of the release, which is happening in a few months, but we want to give local game stores that first look, and you as well. So we're going to see some cool stuff today. We're not really going to talk about mechanics with a little asterisk next to that. We'll see. We'll get to that. We're going to get to the good stuff. Also, before we get started, and before I can no longer contain myself and just start talking about cards, I do want to let you all know that we have relaunched the Magic Story podcast. So we did the Magic Story podcast years ago, around the time of Dominaria, and it has been relaunched ahead of one of our most consequential stories coming up, the March of the Machine story. That set of written stories is going to kick off this Thursday, and if you're looking to get caught up, learn a little bit about what has brought us here, the Magic Story podcast is available now. You can head to dailymtg.com to find it, or you can find it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Okay, Lord of the Rings. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the set, if you haven't seen the pre-order beat or any of the bits that we've talked about so far, Lord of the Rings, the Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth is our first Universes Beyond booster release, and as such, it has been given so much care. We have worked really close with people at Middle-earth Enterprises to craft this this set that brings to life Tolkien's words, and we are so excited to bring it to you all. So we are going to kick things off by sharing a number of the characters who are part of this world. We're going to talk about all of the components of this product, the product lineup. We're going to talk about a couple of promotions. We're going to talk about promos, buy a box toppers, which are incredibly sweet. And we are just going to relish the flavor that is imbued throughout this set. Those of you who've seen me talk before, no, I don't talk this fast or this much unless I'm this excited. So we are going to kick things off. And of course, we are going to start things by taking a look at Frodo. Frodo, Sauron's Bane. For 1 white mana, you get a 1/2 legendary creature, Halfling Citizen. For white or black, if Frodo Sauron's Bane is a citizen, it becomes a Halfling Scout with base power and toughness 2, 3, and lifelink. And then for triple black mana, if Frodo is a Scout, it becomes a Halfling Rogue with whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game if the ring has tempted you 4 or more times. Otherwise, the ring tempts you. Yes,
I think we saw this one leaked. I think this
is a core mechanic of this set, and we are
just a
not going to
confirmation
talk
of a
about
leak right now.
What it means yet today. You will see it referenced in a few places, but we're going to talk about the actual mechanics of that as we get closer to the set.
So we're not going to know
that
what
it is imbued throughout this set.
Tempted by the ring means.
I'm going to pause because each of these cards tells a little story at a certain point. This is Frodo going on his journey. He starts as a Halfling Citizen and then becomes a Scout as he goes out into the world. And then as the ring bears down on him, as his journey goes on, he becomes a Halfling Rogue with, you see that black mana imbuing him with even more power. Now, we of course have multiple different versions of cards in this set.
Whoa.
And so let's go through what they are and kind of the concepts for each of them. So there's the main set regular version on the left. In the center there is the Showcase Ring treatment. So the Showcase Ring treatment is meant to show
I like that ring treatment. I said it in yesterday's video, but I like the ring treatment, which was a little more open, but I really do like it. I think I'm deciding I like it.
Handling the ring. Not all of them. We're going to see a couple cases today where they are other moments of uncertainty.
What's your favorite one of these three, chat?
You see Frodo early on slipping on the ring to hide, and being further tempted by it and drawn to its power. Finally, on the right side, the Borderless Scene Bundle promo.
Just an art
so
note,
if you
I
have
like
been paying
how
attention,
the color
there
of the ring
are
wraiths
7 scenes.
lack of face
Collections
is the
of
same color
cards
as the ring
that, in that Borderless
and the horse's
treatment
eyes. That's
will
a pretty
create a scene.
cool
We're
little
gonna see one of
artistic
those
touch
scenes
there.
today. When we first announced the set, we released the scene, not the cards, of the Battle of Pelennor Fields, and this
the showcase is pretty
from
sweet.
a scene that we're going to reveal here that shows them at Mount Doom. So we're going to show.
I want to see that
4
showcase
cards
treatment
in
on a
that
3-color
scene
card
today.
and see if they just make
now,
it
of course,
gold.
Frodo can't go to
We
Mount
saw it on a
Doom
2-color card and they
without
did a split where it was
Sam.
red and blue.
Samwise the Stouthearted.
There's Samwise.
This is a legendary creature.
Somebody asked for
halfling
Samwise, you got it.
Samwise the Stouthearted costs 1 and a white mana, is a 2/1 with flash, and when Samwise the Stouthearted enters the battlefield, choose up to 1 target permanent card in your graveyard that was put there from the battlefield this turn. Return it to your hand, then the ring tempts you. So something I want to point out about this, you'll notice that Samwise here is an uncommon. Throughout this set, if you saw the article yesterday on IGN talking about Gandalf, there are multiple versions of characters depicted at different points in the story.
So we're going to get
there will
a
be
rare and a
uncommon
mythic.
versions, rare versions, mythic versions. Not every character gets all the different rarities, but it's much like
But the
Brothers
main
War,
characters
where
probably will.
Your favorite characters get multiple treatments, showing them at multiple points
Yup.
in their journey. So this is the uncommon version of Samwise the Stouthearted, and
We don't know
as
what the
is
ring
flavorful,
tempts you
he's
means yet.
saving
He said that we're
someone.
not going to find out about
So
that mechanic
let's look
today.
at the different versions of Samwise the Stouthearted.
Oh
I
man,
love
that center one,
his
dude.
showcase ring treatment, which shows him
Him carrying
bearing,
Frodo? Bro.
Frodo up Mount Doom to carry the one ring. That last.
I
little
can't
bit of
carry the
way,
ring, Mr.
that
Frodo,
only
but I can
Sam
carry
and his
you.
strength could do. Finally, on
That
the right
is
side, the
sweet.
Borderless Scene Bundle promo
That is sweet.
is showing his
Ooh.
part in the scene of Mount Doom. Now, the Borderless Scene Bundle promo, it's noted as a bundle promo, but you can get this scene in
Shoo-wee.
collector boosters as well.
Marco Manev
so
didn't have
the
to go that
scene,
hard
the
on that
bundle
art,
scene
but he
is
definitely
foiled.
did.
And note that in the bundle, normally there is one bundle promo.
Marco
In
was
this
like, what
case,
if
the
it's
bundle and the gift
completely in
bundle will both
shadow,
have this scene. So
backlit?
we'll have all 4 cards. Every bundle will have all 4 cards, and we'll see the others today. Non-foils can be found in the collector booster of that scene with Samwise the Stouthearted over there.
Very cool.
All right, now also imbued throughout this set are the locations that we visit throughout the entire journey. And so I thought today we'd share the beginning of the journey and the end of the journey. So let's take a look at the Shire. The Shire is a legendary land that enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a legendary creature. Tap to add green, and 1 and a green, tap an untapped creature.
Zach, if you're
control,
here, this
create
is good for your
a food token.
what's that chef's name?
And I love the
Your
flavor
legendary
text on
chef.
all of these. You must start somewhere and have some roots, and the soil of the Shire is deep. So a couple things to note about.
Oh, there's
this
going to be
card.
lembas bread, Steve.
Yes, there is
Guillaume,
a bit
yeah,
of a
dude.
legendary.
Here's a
theme
Guillaume
throughout the
card
set.
for you,
Obviously,
Zach.
with so many amazing characters.
Corvold, this is good in
There are
Corvold too.
legends
Ooh.
strewn throughout this set. Many who are very well known, like Frodo and Sam, and we'll see some lesser known ones later on as well. And then food. How can it be a set with hobbits and not have a food sub-theme? So you'll see many hobbits.
Food Time said the Shire
creating
taps for
food,
green,
doing
despite the only
things
hobbits
with
we've seen being
food.
white.
There's some
Yes.
versions of Sam that deal with food. So you'll see food kind of throughout this set as well.
They
now,
could have made
these
this tap for green or
locations,
white.
all of which have rare or mythic rare versions.
Ooh.
Will also have borderless.
Love the art
versions
on the
as
borderless
well.
version.
This is the borderless version of the Shire with different art on the idyllic landscape.
That's good.
All right, and now the polar opposite of the Shire, we come to Mount Doom. A
And on the
legendary
base, the
land
map
that
basics,
you
the
can
Shire's
tap
on a
and pay
plains. Oh
life
yeah,
as
Travis, I
black
forgot
or
about
red.
that.
Then you can pay 1 black, red, and tap. Mount Doom deals 1
All right,
damage.
I want to
to
see
each
the
opponent.
extended art of Mount
And
Doom,
then the
dude.
incredibly flavorful final ability, 5 a black and a red. Tap and sacrifice Mount Doom and a legendary artifact. Choose up to 2 creatures, then destroy the rest.
It's so good, but it's so many hoops to jump through.
Sorcery.
We got to get a legendary artifact on the battlefield.
Besides just dripping with flavor, I know a lot of people will see the black and red and expect that there is a cycle of dual lands. That is not the case. This is a land that was specifically designed to represent Mount Doom. This is not
Here
part of
are
a
your
5-card
top
cycle.
legendary artifacts to sacrifice to Mount
The
Doom.
black and red. And of course, there is the borderless version.
Bolus,
Gets a little up
sword,
close and
Opal, and
personal
Mox Amber.
with
Those are
the
good
final
choices.
landing spot of the
That could be
One
cool.
Ring.
Oh, there's the borderless. Sorry.
Next, I want to circle back and look at a couple more characters, one of which should look familiar if you saw the IGN article yesterday. But first, we have Gollum. Patient Plotter. For 1 and a black, you have a legendary creature, Halfling Horror. Gollum Patient Plotter is a 3/1. And when Gollum Patient Plotter leaves the battlefield, the ring tempts you. Again, we'll talk more about what that means.
Yeah. I get you're supposed to use the ring.
Black and sacrifice a creature. Return.
I was just looking for other legendary artifacts. One card in our commander deck is not enough to run Mount Doom.
This is an uncommon version of Gollum, kind of as we meet him along with Frodo. There are multiple versions, of course, of Gollum. We have Gollum in the center, living
one on the
his
far
cave
right.
with the ring.
Art on the showcase,
for
going
hundreds of
hard.
years. And then on the right side, we have Gollum's art in that.
The showcase ring treatment in black.
And then if you saw the article yesterday, this next one is going to look familiar. So Gandalf the Grey was revealed by IGN yesterday for 3 blue and a red, legendary creature, avatar wizard. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell, choose one that hasn't been chosen. You may tap or untap.
Yeah, the showcases are looking like the way to go with this set for sure.
Opponent. Copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copy, or put Gandalf on top of its owner's library.
We saw Gandalf.
It's a 3/4. Gandalf shows up, does some tricks, and leaves. What I do, let's put up the ring version as well. So I want to talk about this a little bit. I know this card was revealed yesterday, but again, with the multiple versions of a character, this is the Gandalf we see protecting the Fellowship in the Mines of Moria when the Balrog shows up. So you'll see that on the left, him standing up ready to face the Balrog. And then his moment of uncertainty, Gandalf the Grey, remember, we'll meet other versions of Gandalf along the way, is in the Mines of Moria, falling off the bridge of Khazad-dûm as he battles the Balrog.
I'm ready for a You Shall Not Pass.
Has a Balrog in it. Yes, we will see the bridge of Khazad-dûm even later in this presentation. So the multiple versions of Gandalf the Grey, that was also revealed yesterday, but if you missed it, there's going to be a Gandalf, Friend of the Shire. There's going to be a Gandalf the White, of course, and there may be a version in the Commander set as well. Now, the other thing this set does really well, besides the characters and locations, is important moments throughout the set. And so that's why I wanted to lead with Gandalf here, because the next card is a really good example of that. So this is a simple, uncommon trick, but it's you cannot pass. For a single white instant, destroy target creature that blocked or was blocked by a legendary creature this turn.
Very cool.
And we
doesn't say cannot, but cannot is fine.
Action-heavy scene between Gandalf and the Balrog.
This is really good.
I just almost got
automatically going in my Dahada deck.
The Maiar. I'm not going to do that. We're going to keep going. I've been listening to a lot of Lord of the Rings podcasts lately because I'm excited. But this set is not just flavor. It is absolutely dripping with flavor. But it is worth noting that this set is legal in Modern. And while this set
cannot is from the book, y'all. This isn't about the movies.
In terms of power level, we do have some interesting new additions to that format, like our next card that people have been asking for in some form or fashion for a while. So this is Reprieve. For 1 and a white instant, return target spell to its owner's hand, draw a card. So this is basically a white remand, which people have been talking about.
Yeah, this is
in white for a while.
This is good.
So that is going to be available
white
in
remand.
Modern. that's sort of the power level that we're aiming for, but it is, again, this set is dripping with flavor, and where there are opportunities.
This is going to sleeper be the most powerful card shown today.
But I'm really excited, as a huge Remand fan, I'm really excited for Reprieve. I'll just play blue-white, and we can play
Modern Staple immediately?
Okay, now,
Reprieve is very good.
When I started getting excited about this set, it was this next card that I went looking
Tempo?
for.
Tempo counterspell that draws you, that replaces itself.
He's like, yes.
In white aggro?
Check it out. Here it is.
Dude.
And I have been.
That's good.
I've been listening to podcasts about theories about this character, and I couldn't not put it in the first look here. I was so excited to get this out in the world. Let's meet Tom Bombadil. Tom Bombadil,
5-color
white,
Tom
blue,
Bombadil,
black, red, and green, is a legendary creature God Bard. Now again, I've been listening to theories about Tom Bombadil, and that God Bard line might actually set off some new theories. We'll see. But anyway, 4/4. As long as there are 4 or more lore counters among sagas you control, Tom Bombadil has hexproof and indestructible. Whenever the final chapter ability of a saga you control resolves, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a saga card. Put that card onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. This ability triggers only once each turn. It is a saga commander. It is a storyteller. It is Tom Bombadil brought to life. I am just beyond excited for this. Let's also show the ring version, because the ring version is really cool.
Whoa!
If you are not familiar with Tom Bombadil's part in the story, he's sort of this enigmatic figure, but his biggest claim to fame, I guess, is that he's completely unaffected by the ring. He puts it on, he doesn't turn invisible, he's not tempted by it in the least, and so rather than this moment of uncertainty, we see light coming from Tom Bombadil, and it tells such an amazing story.
So we do get the gold treatment.
Wild and creative character.
Showcase ring treatment.
So stoked we were able to get into.
So far, my favorites are gold and black.
Just amazing. Okay. I can only gush about Tom Bombadil for so long.
Wow.
We do have to keep going through more cards. Let's keep doing some more cards. So there are going to be 4 commander decks released with this set, and we're not releasing the face cards today because a lot of them contain mechanics. But I did want to show you 2 examples of cards that are not the face cards but are really cool, to show again that the flavor is just throughout these commander decks, and you're going to be able to play these commander decks and tell a story, as it were, a tale of Middle-earth. So one of the first cards I have from the commander decks to show you is Sam, Loyal Attendant. 1 a green and a white for a legendary creature, halfling peasant. It's a 2/4, but the most flavorful bit of this text, of course, is partner with Frodo, adventurous hobbit. So yes, there will be the face card, actually, of this commander deck is Frodo, adventurous hobbit. We're not going to show Frodo today, but how can we have a commander deck without Sam and Frodo partnering to go on an adventure?
Activated abilities
in this case, Sam, Loyal Attendant, creates at the beginning of combat on your turn.
Corey, they're only going to go with partner with from now on.
Token. And then activated abilities of foods you control cost 1 less to activate. So Sam and Frodo partnering to go on an adventure here. That version you see on the right is the extended version, so the new commander cards will have extended versions in collector boosters as well. And then maybe second to Tom Bombadil is my next favorite character in Lord of the Rings, which is again why I got to pick it. We're going to see the commander version of Radagast, Wizard of the Wild. So Radagast is...
Didn't somebody want Radagast? Somebody was talking in chat about they wanted Radagast.
Avatar Wizard. Ward 1. Beasts and birds you control have Ward 1. Radagast is all about the beasts and the birds. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater, choose one. Create a 3/3 green beast creature token, or create a 2/2 blue bird creature token with flying. Radagast, for those who don't know, is one of the wizards very much like Gandalf or Sauron, but he is all about the beasts and the birds, all about nature. So, love Radagast. Radagast is going to be in one
mana
of the
value 5 or greater.
All right. Now, we are going to talk a little bit about a card that you might have seen yesterday as well. So we had to, of course, lead with the One Ring, but there's more to it than just this. So this is the One Ring. If you haven't seen it, it costs 4 mana. It is a legendary artifact with indestructible, and when the One Ring enters the battlefield, if you cast it, you gain protection from everything until your next turn. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life for each burden counter on the One Ring.
I think that Reprieve is going to at least see some testing.
Ring, then draw a card for each burden counter on the One Ring. Now, one of my favorite comments when this was revealed yesterday was someone remarking that there was no writing on this ring. And that was absolutely on purpose, because there are multiple versions of the One Ring, oddly enough, sort of ironically, although we'll get to that in 1 second. So let's take a look at the variations of the One Ring. So you will see the extended version right there in the middle. So that is the collector booster version. And then the One Ring from the Mount Doom scene. So again, you can get the One Ring in the bundle or gift bundle as part of this scene. And that scene version will also be in collector boosters. And there's another wrinkle to the One Ring we're going to get to in a moment. We also have the
What do you think it's going to be?
Bundle
Serialized?
promo borderless scene as a whole. So this is what the 4 cards together look like.
That's cool.
And then actually we can show you the whole scene without the text on top of it as well, which is pretty cool.
I like this. I like these scenes.
We are not done
art
talking
scenes,
about the
connect
One Ring.
scenes.
We are going to get to more about the One Ring in a moment. No, that moment is now. That moment is now. So, the One Ring.
Here we go.
We do.
Who's ready for chase variants?
Have a couple sets of serialized rings. So, for those of you less familiar with the lore, there is the One Ring, but there are other rings in the set as well.
Here we go, chat.
There are 3 rings for elves. I could just read the poem, but there are 7 rings for the dwarf lords in their halls of stone. I'm paraphrasing at this point. And then there were 9 for mortal men. That's how the Nazgul
Cards
came
to
about.
chase!
So, what we did in this set is there are serialized versions of the Elven Rings, of the Dwarf Lord Rings, and of the Mortal Men Rings. These you see here. So these are Soul Rings. Now, the text in them is Quenya, which is the Elvish tongue, and in each of these, they each have the same flavor text, and that flavor text is the poem 3 Rings for the Elven Kings Under the Sky, 7 for the Dwarf Lords in their halls of stone, 9 for mortal men doomed to die, 1 for the Dark Lord in his dark throne, in the land of Mordor where the shadows lie. Now, there are serialized versions and non-serialized versions. Now, notice on here, the 1 of 300, 1 of 700, 1 of 900. Those are to speak to the fact that there are 3 rings for the Elven King. So that's the Elvish ring, which there are 300. So there are double serialized, which have 300 total. And then there's non-foil, non-serialized. Again, of the Elven Rings, there are 3,000 of those, again, with playing off that.
Okay.
For the Dwarven Soul Rings, that's center one, there are 7,000 non-foil, non-serialized, and 700 double rainbow foil serialized. And then for the 9 for mortal men doomed to die, 9,000 non-foil, non-serialized rings, and 900 double rainbow foil serialized. These rings can only be found in collector boosters, which come in the languages you see at the bottom: English, German, French, Chinese.
19,000 copies of Sol Ring.
These are digital representations of those cards.
That are non-foil, non-serialized.
There's not a One Ring in here. That's because, for this set, how do you serialize the One Ring in any other way other than making a 1-of-1 ring?
No fucking way.
We will show now. So this is a traditional foil card printed in the Black Speech of Sauron. It can only be found in a single English language, The Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth collector booster. This is, for a game piece, this is mechanically the same as the One Ring that you can get in the main set. But that
the very first 1-of-1
in the Black
chat
Speech in the main part of it is the remainder of that poem. One ring to rule
We
them
knew
all,
this was
one ring to
coming.
find them. One ring to bring
We
them
knew
all,
this was
and
an
in the darkness
eventuality.
find them in the land of Mordor where the shadows lie. This is
We're never going to see this. It's never going to pop up.
One of one ring is a traditional foil. Now let's look at all the places that you can get different versions of the ring to talk about. Okay, so to be clear, if you are looking for the main set version, that is found in some packs on every product we run. The bundle alt art promo
The
version,
literal one ring.
They are, again, these are all mechanically unique, mechanically the same. They are identical as far as gameplay.
Oh my god, dude!
Obviously, have their different.
The one of
amazing
one
aspects to
ring,
them.
it like
the
comes
bundle
out and
alt
it's
art promo
crimped.
version cannot be found in draft and set boosters, but it can be found in every bundle or gift
off-center.
bundle, and then will be in some collector boosters. The extended art version is found in the gift bundle, specifically in collector boosters that are in the gift bundle. So gift bundles come with collector boosters.
Dude.
So you will find it sometimes in there.
One of
and they can
one.
be found
Daniel
in
T,
any
thank you for
language
joining the
collector
token
boosters.
creatures.
And then the one of one ring, the serialized, of which there's only one version. And again, you can see
That's what I'm saying. What if this gets sent off and it's graded at a 7?
It is put into
The
a
one of one ring, 7.
English language collector booster somewhere in the world. That collector booster could be found in a gift bundle. So if you get a gift bundle, you could get the collector booster that has the one of one ring in it. But we really could not pass up this incredibly flavorful serialization. There is just something about having the one ring, and so we had to do that.
Wow.
Now,
Wow.
let's move on. I went a little bit out of order there. That's okay. My producer Sean kept up. Appreciate you, Sean. Now, if you were also paying attention yesterday,
Wow.
we showed off 5 map lands. So full art lands that show maps.
Blake, we don't
of
care about
Middle
anything else,
Earth.
pal. You just told us about a
We
one of one
have
chase.
The additional 5. So there are 10 total. We're gonna
Chad, if
show
you want to
those
hang
off.
out after the
I
stream's
will say
over, if you want to talk with anybody in the community or you just want to get involved with the community on a deeper level, hop into our Discord. I just dropped a link specifically for chat today right there. Click on that link and you will gain access to our Discord. Lots of fun things going on over there.
One of my favorite parts of Middle Earth has always been how developed the geography is, how you can
Food time. I said it in my video yesterday. These needed to be tinted.
So the full art map lands will be available with this set as well. Now, one of the coolest things we've done with this set is we have a set of box toppers we are calling Realms and Relics. So Realms and Relics are going to be both places and objects.
How are they going to handle
throughout
a one of
Middle
one? How are
Earth
they even going to know
and
it
the
ends
Lord
up
of
in
the
somebody's
Rings.
hands?
And these are going to be, you'll get one for every box, so they'll come in any box. They are going to be technically part of the commander set, so they will not change legality, which you'll see will be important in a moment since this is a modern legal release. Not all of these cards are modern cards, but you will get one of these box toppers with every purchase of a box, and they will also be available in collector boosters as well. But let's take a look at some of these fancy cards. This is the Party Tree, also known as the Great Henge. So this should be a familiar
the
card,
Party
but
Tree.
7 in green for a legendary artifact.
I love that.
Excellent to cast.
Hell
Rex
yeah,
is
it's
the
a
greatest
party
power among
tree,
creatures
baby.
you control. At green, you gain 2 life. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on it and draw a card. So this is the Great Henge, but given the Lord of the Rings treatment, you'll notice in the lower left-hand corner it has the LTC 3-letter code, and then the set symbol is the Commander set symbol, indicating that it is part of that release and does not change legality. Now, the Great Henge is already modern legal. The next one we're going to see is also modern legal, but is super cool, and someone in the comments called it out earlier.
No, these are
Let's
box
take a look
toppers.
at where it is. Where is it? Let's see. There it is. The Bridge of
Ensnaring Bridge
Khazad-dûm,
reprint.
which is Ensnaring Bridge. So for 3 mana, you get an artifact, and creatures with power greater than the number of cards in your hand can't attack. Again, for those unfamiliar with Lord of the Rings, this is the scene of that famous Gandalf and Balrog fight where the rest of the Fellowship had to flee and Gandalf went down
This is good.
to his
This is a good
sword.
reprint.
in the
My
flavor
ensnaring
text. Way, way
bridge in
out
my
across the
notebook that I've been
slender
meaning
bridge
to
of stone. It
sell.
was an ancient defense of the dwarves
Weeping.
that only could be traversed in single file. So incredibly flavorful and perfect. Yeah, this has been a popular modern card here and there. And we're excited to see it as the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. And then finally, for today, this is not the entirety of the list of box toppers. We'll reveal the box toppers when we get to previews. But we wanted to give an example of a card that was not modern legal to show that not all of these are intended for modern. And that's okay because our next one is Valley of Gorgoroth, also known as Wasteland.
That's a cool wasteland.
So you can tap to add a colorless mana or tap and sacrifice Valley of Gorgoroth to destroy target non-basic land. And I love the flavor text on this one. But I am going to Mordor, said Frodo. I know that well enough, said Sam. Of course you are, and I'm coming with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you can see in the bottom there, if you don't notice it right away, that is Frodo.
Did they say these are
Sam
modern legal?
Art wandering through the Valley of Gorgoroth, headed towards Mount Doom. All right, next up, we are going to take a look at some of the product lineup. We do have a couple more preview cards to show.
Right.
We're not quite done yet.
Doubted.
But let's take a look at the product lineup. It is a relatively normal product lineup. We have draft boosters, we have set boosters, we have collector boosters, we have
Doubted that they were going to put Wasteland in modern,
and
but
yes,
you never
don't have
know.
to freeze and enhance on the cards on the starter kit. We're going to show those in a moment. The bundle gift edition and then the regular bundle are there in the
I want to see the 4
left.
commander
we'll
decks.
Talk a bit about more.
I'm hiding the 4th
those
one
as we get a little bit closer, but we wanted people to know that there are 2 of those. And then Jumpstart boosters, and there will be 4 commander decks. We're going to take a
The one behind me
look
says
at
the something of
commander
Mordor.
decks. We're not going to reveal the face cards. We'll talk a little bit about the characters.
Red, black,
and
blue.
sort of the
I'm
themes.
assuming
So
he's
let's
going to
take a
pop
look
these
at the
up. If
first one.
not, here we go.
So this is the Riders of Rohan.
Oh,
This
that's
is a
cool.
White, red, blue deck centered around
I like
the
that.
Riders of Rohan. You'll notice that it does include the collector booster sample pack. The 2 legendary traditional foils are going to be the face card.
No, Sol Ring
and
is
a
not going
secondary
into modern.
character. So when we talked about Radagast and Sam, before those were 2 of the secondary characters.
Jeskai
All right,
Riders of
next up,
Rohan.
we have Food and Fellowship. This will be the deck where Sam and Frodo. Now you'll notice Sam was white-green, but there's black in this set as well because there's a little bit of darkness to Frodo.
Yeah, Frodo's black and
but
white.
this will be a food-focused deck with Sam and Frodo leading the way. Next up, Elven Council. Blue-green, focused on the Elven Council. There will be
Legacy
a
elves
scry
going
sub-theme to this one, and it'll focus on characters like Elrond and others who lead the elves. And then finally, the 4th deck.
There we go.
And of
The
course, we could not
Hosts
have
of
one without
Mordor.
Sauron leading the way. The Hosts of Mordor. It is a red, black, blue deck, and Sauron the something will be the face card of this commander deck. There are a couple more things real quick. So there will be a buy a box promo, which is adorable. It is a Lorien Brooch, which is a reskinned Trailblazer's boots. Equipped creatures have non-basic land block. Equipped to the Lorien Brooch is, of course, a very useful item that the elves hand out. And then finally, the 2 face cards from the starter commander, or not commander decks, the starter decks, starter kit face cards. There we go. Aragorn and Arwen Wed, for a green and a white, legendary creature, human, elf, noble. Vigilance, whenever Aragorn and Arwen Wed enters the battlefield or attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. You gained 1 life for each other creature you control. And the flavor text tells a little bit about their marriage. And then in a darker turn, Sauron the Lidless Eye, 3, a black and a red, legendary creature, avatar horror. So
infinite mana dump on each opponent loses 2 life.
This is the starter kit version. There are other versions of Sauron. I love that his fingers are missing, but anyway, going on. When Sauron the Lidless Eye enters the battlefield, gain control of target creature and opponent controls until end of turn. Untap it. It gains haste until end of turn. Creatures you can, and for 1 black and a red, creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. Each opponent loses 2 life. So, those are all the preview cards we have for today. We do still have a little bit more information, and we will talk about We will have some time for questions and answers, and then we'll answer what I can, which is not a ton at a first look. Next up, we have, so there is going to be a celebration event. The Magic Celebration event is something we are doing in addition to pre-release. It's going to be a big special celebration event specifically for Lord of the Rings. We're going to have more information on that coming soon. But let's take a look
Another
at
Discord link for y'all if y'all want to hop in and talk about these.
So lots of stuff coming up.
So
Magic Con
previews.
Minneapolis, we may have a little bit of Lord of the Rings there.
All right, so yeah, check this out. May 30th.
The Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle Earth
will be live.
Begin.
Mark your calendars. May 30th will be live for Lord of the Rings debut and previews start.
June 8th will be the day that we reveal the Commander deck lists and do most of the preview cards. We'll have some Commander previews before then. The full card image gallery will be June 9th. And then June 16th through 22nd is in-store pre-release events. June 20th is
Citoyen
when
Random. You
MTG
cannot
Arena will
pass.
have the digital release. June 23rd will be the global tabletop release.
May
June
30th.
23rd through 25th will be those launch party events I was just talking, or sorry, nope, launch party events. The celebration events are in a moment. The bundle gift edition will release on July 7th. July 7th through 9th, the Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth in-store celebration events. So again, we'll have more information on what that cool event is at that point. We'll have Commander parties July 21st through 23rd. MagicCon Barcelona, running July 28th through 30th, will feature play from the Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth. And then store championships. And then down there you see holiday release. We haven't talked much about that here, but on November 3rd, there will be another release window for some Lord of the Rings products.
Somebody got a screen cap of me reacting to the One of One ring in Discord.
We'll talk more about as we get to that, but be aware that there is a holiday release of Lord of the Rings. It will have some new content. Okay. That's it. We got through all of the stuff. I don't know about you, but I have been a fan of Lord of the Rings. I always tell people I am enough of a fan of Lord of the Rings that I have read the Silmarillion, but not necessarily a big enough one that I've remembered all of it. And so this set is just strewn with amazing flavor.
No, Gregory, he said we're not going to know what Tempt with the Ring is as a mechanic until the May 30th debuts.
I will note that
or
there is
until
an
something
article
leaks in the
going up
next
on
8
Daily
weeks.
MTG. It might already be up. And that may answer some of your questions, and I may point some of you there. So let's start answering questions. Will the content of the set be drawn from the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy or canon or just the trilogy? It is focused on the trilogy. I'm not enough of a Lord of the Rings scholar to fully know if there are bits and pieces from other places, but it's very, as you saw with cards like You Shall Not Pass, it is very focused on the Lord of the Rings story. Is it possible that the One of One ring will be in a holiday release pack? No, it is in this round of collector boosters. Let's see. Do food tokens depict potato? We will show the food tokens off when we get to the debut. They are, like all the tokens in the set, they will be in-world depictions of food. Are we only getting scenes from Lord of the Rings, or will there be stuff from the Silmarillion? We are getting, the scenes are all from Lord of the Rings. What does it mean the ring tempts you? You'll have to stay tuned. So people asking about news about other products. We're focused on Lord of the Rings today, so I don't have any news on anything not Lord of the Rings. Is there going to be a Strider card of Aragorn? So I'm not going to say yes or no, but I'll answer the sort of gist of that question by answering it another way. There are various versions of characters throughout all of this. So, for example, there's another version of Gollum that's actually called Smeagol. So you're going to see characters from throughout the journey of Lord of the Rings, and
even in the past before the books,
a bunch of different characters. So all the main characters get various versions that show them at different stages. You saw the starter kit version of Aragorn and Arwen Wed. There are, of course, versions of Aragorn before he's king, when he's a ranger, etc., etc. Are there any planeswalkers in this set? Great question, because that is not, there aren't any planeswalkers in the ring. So the answer is no. There are no planeswalkers in the set because there are no planeswalkers.
No walkers in the set.
Yes, this set is coming to Arena. All of the cards will be playable in Arena in Alchemy and Historic. Will there be Lord of the Rings wallpapers on the website? Love the art. You know what? I'm not 100% clear on that. We do release wallpapers fairly regularly, but I'm not sure. We'll know more once we get closer to release. Are there any major
Some people
returning
play
mechanics
Historic,
from
though,
normal
Mazzo.
Magic? Well, yes.
Nobody
I mean,
plays Alchemy, though.
set is
Come on.
strewn with them. So, for example, you saw Food.
You don't play
Food is
Alchemy.
one
Nobody
such
plays
mechanic
Alchemy.
that is coming
Stop
back.
it. You don't play Alchemy.
When
Nobody
is the
plays
Mako
Alchemy.
release for the set? I believe it is the same as the Arena release. That is the digital release.
Historic is good, though. I have enjoyed watching people play Historic.
Are all of the Sol Rings limited or just the serialized one? So, if you're talking specifically about the Elven, Dwarven, and Human versions of the rings, the ones that have the flavor text that show in Quenya, those are limited.
Quenya.
So there's 3,000 of the non-serialized and then 300 of the serialized Elven versions, for example. There we go. There are Sol Rings, of course, in the Commander releases that
They've
have
got to
different
stop doing
texts that are
serialized
not
for like a
these,
year or two to keep these special.
that actually are pretty cool. And I
Nobody's
believe
going to be
there's a version of them
enthusiastic
in
about
the
serialized
deck,
if this
or in
is
the, art
even
coming
once
up
a
today.
year is too much in
So
my
there
opinion.
are Sol Rings.
What do y'all think about
not with
serialized?
these arts,
How often
not
should they
with
do it? Every
the,
set? Would you like
poem
to,
in Quenya in them
like having the chase
that
variants
are
every
in
set?
the Commander decks?
Or not chase variants in this case, but chase serialized.
Let's see.
I think they're cool occasionally.
Yes,
like,
correct. This set is based
too
on the
much.
books. Okay, apparently I have confirmation that we will have wallpapers for this set. which is
Wallpapers, yes.
Fantastic. I kind of answered this question earlier, but
Once a
it's a good one to
year,
touch on because I know there are a lot
only
of
for
questions.
special
Is the power
sets,
level of Lord of
every
the
other
Rings
year,
the same as Modern Horizons 2? It was not designed that way. It was certainly designed with
no
some
serialized
modern in
cards.
mind.
No, I don't think
So
that's
actually,
realistic,
Sean, if we
but
can put
I think that
Reprieve back up
it
on
becoming
the
more and
screen.
more of a
So,
collector's
when I
product
was
is
talking
inevitable.
about it, there are
We
some
haven't
things
seen.
that are
There's the card I think will be
meant
at least
for
play
modern
tested in
playability.
modern.
Reprieve is remand in white, and I think we can see this showing up in the same type.
I mean, just like, listen to this. You're playing mono white aggro.
Delay their opponent so they can
Somebody
attack
goes to
with
board
units,
wipe,
for
taps out to
example.
board wipe,
But it is definitely not
You
meant to
reprieve
shake up the format
and get the
same
final
way
swing.
that Modern Horizons
I could see that happening
the set is
so much.
It really was designed as a love letter to the Lord of the Rings, and modern playability came as part of that, but it was not a main focus.
Yeah, Remand
So will
isn't
Wasteland
played
be
because
legal in
there are
Modern?
better
No.
blue counter
To
spells.
reiterate that again, the box toppers are listed as part of the Commander release.
There aren't
and
better
so are
white
not
counter spells, y'all.
technically being added
You can't
to
go,
Modern.
nobody plays
Some of
Remand,
them are
so
already
Reprieve is not
Modern
going to be
legal,
played.
Some of them are not. It doesn't change their legality. with
Ain't
the
happening.
box toppers.
That is not a good one-to-one.
Let's see. Are there any goblins or orcs in this set? Yeah, it seems likely. Female Ents in Mythic Rare. That's a funny Lord of the Rings joke. There are Ents in this set.
Chat, we're going to give away. I don't know yet that...
Why make it modern legal? So the reason we made it modern legal was to
David
make it
claimed
so
the
that
Joker
as many people as
sleeves.
possible
Anthony
could play with this set.
claimed
We are
the blue sleeves, so we're giving away the green
excited.
ones.
It's really hard to underscore how excited people in the studio, people
Let's
who
go
work
ahead and give
on
away
this
these.
set are for this release.
Hashtag one of
it
one
was
ring.
Done with
Type in hashtag one of one ring.
that we could
Hit that like
possibly
button.
put together.
Make sure you're subscribed to the
And
channel.
so
That's
as
going to enter
part
you to
of
win the
that,
green
designing
mat
that,
Dragon Shields,
why
courtesy of our sponsor, Dragon Shield. Hashtag one of one ring,
So
not at one of one ring, Vojan.
that when people
Hashtag one of one ring. Got to be exact. Just copy paste what I put in there.
Well, let's do modern legal because maybe that's when their collection extends to. Maybe that's what.
Hashtag
works
one of
for
one
the
ring's going to
playthrough.
enter you to win the green
And
dragon
so
shields.
We wanted to make sure that as many people as possible could play with
Beautiful.
this set, with the Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle Earth, and not just in multiplayer formats, but in 1v1 formats as well. And so modern legal was kind of the furthest back we could push it to make it playable by as many people as possible. It's
One of the
just
blue.
that exciting. Will the Balrog have wings? You will have to stay tuned. Will there be no rebalancing for this set in Historic and Alchemy? I don't want to say never say. I don't want to never say never that, but the intent is not to.
Hashtag one of
You
one
mentioned
ring
listening
chat.
to Lord of the Rings podcast.
And then we're gonna wrap this one up. Blake's just doing a Q&A, typical at the towards the end of these streams. Like I said, this was just a first look day, so we got some cards, not all the cards, none of the mechanics. We got the packaging. We didn't see the face commanders for the commander decks. We did see the the legendaries for the starter set.
Tom Bombadil, and it had 5 theories. That was the one I
Saw a sweet Tom Bombadil card. Saw the one of one ring. Hashtag one of one ring is going to enter you to win the green dragon shields right now. See, I got a little name right, the little poster right there, waiting for the name.
The song that created everything. That's the theory. I also like the theory that Tom Bombadil is just Tom Bombadil, and Tolkien thought he was cool, and yeah. Did I read correctly that every bundle comes with the one ring? You did. So every bundle, so a bundle and gift bundle.
So the one ring's not going to be a very expensive card because everybody can just go buy it for the bundle price.
The versions that we saw today of Frodo, Sam, there we are, Frodo, Sauron's Bane, Samwise the Stouthearted, Gollum, Patient Plotter, and the One Ring. All 4 of those cards in this treatment come in every bundle, both bundle and gift bundle. And in the bundles, let me make sure I'm saying this right. In the bundles, they come in foil. And in collector boosters, you can get these cards individually. They don't come as a set in collector boosters, but you can get them individually as non-foil.
I'm going to run this giveaway in the next 30 seconds. Hashtag one of one ring.
Of course. If you can name a character, chances are very good that they are in this set.
So this is going to be a legend-heavy set, chat.
Honestly, can't think of exceptions. There probably are. There probably are named characters who are not in the set. I want to.
But dude, like Worm Tongue, Eowyn.
There's a Build a Pony. There's a Build a Pony. Like that's how deep it goes. I'm not gonna say what it does or anything like that, but because I've already gone further than I should. Does this set have reprints or only new cards? So the commander
What
set,
are some Lord of the Rings experts in chat right now? What are some like
do have reprints in
mid-tier Lord of the Rings characters? You know what? What are some characters that appeared in the books but did not appear in the movies? That is where we should be aiming. Oh, dude. We got to see some Ents, right?
I mean, yes, the answer is there are reprints in the commander decks. Yes.
Got to do it.
There are reprints in the commander decks, but they do have
Boromir was in the movies.
Art. The main set,
Tom,
I am
confirmed.
not 100% sure if there are any.
Oh, he did say Anthony?
There may be some here or there, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me on that. Is this set Pioneer legal? No. Let's see. Will Sol Ring be Historic Brawl legal? I do not know the answer to that. I'm not actually sure
White.
Sol Ring, if Sol Ring is coming to Arena or not. That's going to be a question for the Arena team.
Balls that talk.
Closer. No, Fetchlands are not in this set. I'm just going to... That always comes up with a modern set. Fetchlands are not in this set.
No Fetchlands, confirmed.
We'll squash that right now.
No fetches in Lord of the Rings.
5 wizards. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see. Yeah, I'm making either a Tom Commander deck or a Treebeard if he's super awesome. I'm eyeing Tom. Like I said, I saw Tom Bombadil and I literally teared up when I saw the card. So that may be my first Commander deck, but we'll see. Let's see. Will we get a card named And My Axe? You'll have to wait and see. I've already gone further. I've already gone further with that build a pony thing than I was supposed to.
Look at that! Look at that face right there. Those eyebrows are the eyebrows of a man who's going to get reprimanded after this stream.
The chance to open the One Ring is linked to where you are living in the world. For example, do Americans have better chances to open it than Europe and Asia? So the One Ring is going to be an English language collector boosters. Wherever you open that booster, doesn't have any bearing on it. It is English language collector boosters. Let's see.
Right now, he's like,
Is Colossal Dreadmaw in this set?
should I have said
No.
that there weren't any fetch lands?
Let's see.
Should I have said that there's a horse? Rolling. Billy Toller. Billy Toller, you just got the one of one ring. Congratulations.
So I'm seeing a bunch of good questions, and there are just a number that I'm not able to answer at this point.
Ted Sandyman's a villainous hobbit. Nice. I like that. Billy Toller, you win the green dragon sleeves. Make sure that you DM me on Discord. Many links have been dropped in the chat during the stream. And send me your mailing address and we'll get these out to you.
I am about out of questions I can answer without going further.
Well, chat, that was some stuff. Those were some cards. Did anybody see the cards? There were cards. Wish.com creators currently scrambling to make a one of one ring as convincing as they can. Garhino, there was a lot. I'm going to make a video right after I get off stream here and post that later today that sort of goes over everything in a tighter time span than the stream took. What do I think about Aragorn? Card looked pretty good. What do you mean what I think about it? Looked like a good token go wide strategy. I mean, it's ETB, right? ETB, and it puts counters. Whenever it ETBs or attacks, you put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. That's really good. That's strong. The controversy, Jacoby? Look, the controversy is stupid. It does not matter what skin color Aragorn has. Is he a hero or not? Does the character change if he is black, purple, blue? No. This is a ridiculous conversation. It's absolutely ridiculous to be having this conversation. There has been very famous art of Aragorn depicted as a Native American. It does not matter. Okay? If you think it matters what Aragorn's skin color is, you're in the wrong place. I'm just going to say that straight up. Get the hell out of here. It's a stupid concern. Worry about something that is more relevant to your life. That's what I think about it. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a great day. Is Aragorn a hero that makes heroic decisions? Yes. Is Aragorn a black hero that makes heroic decisions? Yes. Conversation doesn't change if his skin color changes. If you think it does, you're stupid. And you're small and you're short-sighted. There you go. That's what I think. Hope everybody is having a fantastic Tuesday. I'm going to go make a video covering all these cool MTG cards. And I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. We will be live. Jake has been on 2-week vacation and he is back. He will be with me live on Wednesday. I think we're going to have the final Christian Marble with the $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Great Hinge is going to be a box topper, chill out. To my understanding. I gotta go check that before I make this video. Jake is back from 2-week vacation. He is going to be live with me tomorrow night. I believe that tomorrow night we have got the championship finals. Buzz, we'll see. The thing is like we got a bunch of guest hosts tomorrow for the stream in the evening, very possibly, because I think we're gonna stream the 2022 championship finals of our Jajam Commander League. I think that's happening tomorrow. I need to confirm with the contestants and confirm with our league officials and see if we can all get there and all do it at once. 1,000 Rings, $2 super chat said smoke pipe weed every day. Pippin probably Mary too. You know they were all getting high, chilling around, walking to Mount Doom. Because they can, Lukey. Doesn't matter. I'm done having this discussion. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your day. Love you. Mean it. Catch you later. We will see you